Cade Murphy, top 5 player in the state for class of 2026. Thanks for your time, Cade. I want to talk to you a little bit about your basketball development. When did you start taking it pretty seriously?
So I say I probably started taking basketball pretty seriously in about 6th or 7th grade. Started playing with some better players and really saw the level I had to get to, and just decided that I wanted to be there one day. And day by day, I just kept working at it, got better, got to the level that I always dreamed about.
Who are some of the best players you've played with or against?
Well, the person who really made me want to start working at basketball is my boy Cade. Played with him one year, and I saw how good you can really be. So he's the reason I really wanted to start working at it. But then also recently, I played with a few 5-stars like Latrell Longman, Kendra Harrison, and some other good players like Mike Jones, Deshaun Spellman. Those are some of my guys from AAU.
How are you able to keep smaller, quicker guards from getting to the ball? I mean, you're a guard that handles really comfortably against guys that typically are going to be shorter than you at this level. How are you able to keep the ball away from them?
You know, it's really just positioning and footwork, just knowing where I can hold the ball at any moment to be ready, to always be ready to shoot, but also to make it to where they can get to it. So whether that's if I'm getting in the lane, just keeping it high, or if I'm on the perimeter, just like keeping it protected with my shoulder in between them, just always trying to find different ways to keep the ball away from them.
Did you play with BJ Edwards at all?
I never actually got to play with him, but I've like worked out with him a few times and things like that. Like been in the gym with him before.
Are there any older players that you've picked up little things from? It doesn't have to be him, but like you said, like using your shoulder. You seem super comfortable in the lane for a younger player. It seems like you think fast but play slow in the lane, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, my thing is whenever I play with a guy, I always look at him, because whenever you play with somebody, if they're another elite player, there's going to be probably at least one thing they do better than you. So every guy I play with at a high level, I always try to look at them and think, what is one thing I can take away from them to improve myself? So like for Catholic, for example, my teammate Caleb, just how poised he is under the lane. That's something I've learned from him actually. And then in AAU, like Tyrese Hunter and Deshaun Spellman, those guys, I've really learned from them like how to like create space, and not everything has to be a 3 or a layup. Like sometimes you just gotta be comfortable taking that little tip for a jump shot, and that's something I've really learned and picked up this past year.
Have you visited any colleges as a guest of them, camped with them, recruiting, anything like that at this point?
So yeah, I took a little visit to College of Charleston probably about a month ago, and then also I went to a camp at Radford this summer and picked up my first offer.
Great. How did that feel?
Oh, it felt great. The coach came up, started talking to me. He told me that, and I didn't know what to tell him. I just started smiling. He was kind of looking at me for a second, like, "Dang, you gonna say something?" But it was an unreal experience. You know, all that work, feeling like it's paying off.
Do you feel like, or do you have any relatives that played high school or college sports?
So my dad played Division III basketball, and then my brother played NAIA. Besides that, no.
Okay. What did your brother play?
Tennessee Wesleyan.
Great. And then lastly, can you tell me a little bit about your season coming up, the team? What do you see from your team? Who are some guys that are going to be important?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this upcoming season. You know, we're going to be a young team. Only one, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah, only one senior will be playing big minutes. So really looking forward to growing with these guys. Caleb Asbatty is a senior. I mentioned him earlier. He's going to be our only senior. And then you'll have me, and you'll have Juice.
Yeah, Eliam, is that how you say it?
And then us three, and then you'll have Carson Asbatty and Jason Gainey. So those are probably like core 5 right now that have been coming to everything. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the season. I got high expectations. We're getting a lot better every single day, seeing big improvements.
I really appreciate your time, Cade Murphy, 2026. Thank you.
Yes, sir.